YNW Melly has just learned his new release date, and his reaction could suggest that he might be free soon. On March 25, 2026, Melly's new legal team filed a motion in Broward County Court requesting bond. That is the fourth time Melly has asked to be released since he was arrested in February 2019. Every prior request has been denied, but this time, the filing looks different from the ones before it. His attorneys, Drew Findling and Carrie Hoffwout, are pointing to what they call the emergence of additional evidence not previously considered by either the current court or the predecessor judge. They did not specify what this new evidence is or how it could help Melly's case, but they are also asking for something specific in procedure. The filing requests an evidentiary Arthur hearing, which is the limited bond proceeding Florida courts use in capital cases. On top of that, the defense wants the court to split the retrial into phases so that bond can be considered separately from the murder case itself. That is a shift from the previous approach. Now here is the backdrop. Melly, whose legal name is Jamel Demons, was arrested at 19 years old. He is now 26. He is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the October 2018 killings of his childhood friends, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. Prosecutors allege that Melly and his co-defendant Cortland Henry killed Williams and Thomas after a late-night recording session in Fort Lauderdale, and then staged the scene to look like a drive-by shooting before taking the victims to an emergency room. Melly went to trial in 2023, but the jury could not reach a unanimous verdict, and it ended in a mistrial. His retrial is not scheduled to begin until January 2027. So what changed with this bond request compared to the last ones? A few things. First, the witness tampering charges. Prosecutors dropped those charges in January 2026 during a status hearing. The state confirmed it would no longer pursue witness tampering, directing the activities of a criminal gang, criminal solicitation to commit murder, and conspiracy to tamper with a witness in a capital case. Melly's defense says that decision removes a major rationale the state had been using to justify keeping him in near isolation. Second, a 2025 appellate court order suppressed evidence obtained from what was ruled an overbroad search warrant. The 4th District Court of Appeal upheld a judge's decision to exclude weeks of messages and social media records taken from Melly's phone and related accounts. The defense argues the prosecution's case has been weakened since Melly's initial detention because of these developments. Then, there are the jail conditions. The court documents describe what the defense calls dehumanizing living conditions in the Broward County Jail. According to the filings, Melly has been in solitary confinement since December 2021 on a 23-1 schedule, meaning he is locked alone in a small cell for 23 hours a day and allowed out for 1. During that 1 hour, he is not permitted to interact with other inmates. The papers also state that his visitation and phone privileges were revoked in 2022, meaning he has not been able to talk to or accept visits from family or friends for 4 years. His attorneys cite reports on the mental and physical impact of prolonged solitary confinement to support the request. If granted bond, Melly's legal team says he would submit to house arrest and electronic monitoring. They argue he is not a flight risk because he has never left the United States and does not have a passport. His record label has reportedly stated it would post bond, and the defense proposed 24-hour private security, a GPS ankle monitor, and a ban on firearms and travel documents, all at no cost to the state. On the other side, prosecutors and victims' family attorneys have objected to pre-trial release. The prosecution has argued that the severity of the double murder charges and ballistics and cell phone records still in their case should weigh against release. Melly still faces possible capital punishment if convicted, and legal experts say that fact alone normally makes pretrial release unlikely in Florida. As of March 26th, the Broward County Court had not set a hearing or issued a ruling on the motion. Judge Martin Fine may schedule an Arthur hearing, at which point both sides would get a focused opportunity to argue whether Melly should remain behind bars while he prepares for a retrial that is still months away. For now, Melly remains in custody, and the decision sits with the court.